Now available in paperback and Kindle, Stop Simping in Cyberspace. Learn how to avoid predatory females like Instagram models and e-girls in their virtual con games with Stop Simping in Cyberspace. Get your copy of Stop Simping in Cyberspace in paperback and Kindle today. According to some reports, actor Will Smith is going into rehab in the aftermath of slapping Chris Rock at the Oscars. Now, your Will Smith has been struggling with a series of issues ever since his wife basically humiliated and emasculated him at a red table talk where she discussed a so-called entanglement, or what I call an extramarital affair, that she had with her son's friend, musician August Alsina. And as your Will Smith has been emasculated on that red table talk platform, he and trying to process the affair that his wife Jada Pinkett had from 2015 to about 2020, your Will Smith has been dealing with a lot of frustration and anger, and all of that frustration and anger wound up turning into a rage that he exploded in when he went out here as related to an incident at the Oscars and slapped Chris Rock. Now, when I look at your Will Smith and his plans for rehabilitation, he needs to consult a specialist who can deal with the issues that he has as related to being a man in crisis, like I talk about in my book, The Man Crisis. And the only person I believe who can help Will Smith at this point in dealing with all of his issues is Dr. Robert Glover. Now, Dr. Robert Glover is the author of the book No More Mr. Nice Guy, and he runs these No More Mr. Nice Guy workshops, which help a lot of men like Will Smith break out of the destructive paradigm that many of your nice guys, or what I call beta males, wind up in, that lead to them winding up in a place where their life practically falls completely apart. Now, your Will Smith, as I believe, definitely needs to go out here and contact your Dr. Robert Glover, because as a licensed psychotherapist and mental health specialist, he is the one who practically knows the ins and outs of what is causing your Will Smith to be in the place that he's in, because he understands the entire process of the nice guy paradigm, and he knows how to break free from that nice guy paradigm. And it was your Dr. Robert Glover's book, No More Mr. Nice Guy, that was one of the books that I use for my research on my books like The Man Crisis and Stop Simpin' and The Misadventures of Captain Save'em, and other books like Stop Simpin' in the Workplace and Stop Simpin' in Cyberspace. So all of the information that Dr. Glover puts in his book No More Mr. Nice Guy was one of my sources, and I believe that since your Dr. Glover has worked with many men and helped them break out of the nice guy or beta male paradigm, he is the best person to go out here and help your Will Smith, because again, as a licensed specialist who has worked with thousands of men out here and helped them break out of the vicious cycle, he is the best person to sit here with Will Smith and try to work with him towards making a breakthrough that will help him break out of a paradigm he has gotten in ever since he was a little boy and saw his father hit his mother. And because when he saw his father hit his mother, that's when this whole paradigm, as I believe, started, as related to him being this nice guy, because he didn't want to become a man just like his father. And I talk about this in depth in my own ebook, Manginas. They look like men, but they act like ladies. And your Will Smith, ever since then, has been having a problem trying to be the man that he needs to be, because he's trying to not be his father. And that is the core foundation that is leading to him winding up where he's continuing to get involved with female predators like your Jada Pinkett, and these types of women are leading to him having a lot of failures as related to relationships with women, and those failures with women are leading to him not being able to achieve success as related to his personal life, because he has been living a life with these predatory females ever since he got out here and started dating, having to deal with these kind of female predators, and the only person who I believe can sit down and talk to him about breaking this paradigm is Dr. Robert Glover. I believe Dr. Glover is the only person who can just sit down and really get Will to take a look at himself, take a look at his behaviors, take a look at his pattern overall, and take a look at why his pattern isn't working as related to his personal life. Because at the end of the day, it is not your Jadas that are the problem, because your Jada has always been a female predator, and she's always been looking to grab a bag from a guy. And the only way for Will to break out of this paradigm is for somebody who is a specialist in the nice guy paradigm to sit down with Will Smith and really get him to take an examination of self. He cannot sit here with some hack Hollywood fake psychotherapist like an Iyanla Vanzant or one of these other clowns. No, your Will Smith needs to work with a specialist who knows men's issues, and he needs to work with a specialist who understands the men's issue that he's struggling with. Because your Dr. Glover has the degrees behind his name, unlike myself, and he understands the whole pattern from point A all the way to point B, and he can help break Will off that course that is destroying his life. So when I look at Will Smith, he desperately needs some help as related to rehabilitating himself, but that rehabilitation will not last until he goes out here and gets a professional specialist who understands the whole nice guy paradigm and can help him break free of the nice guy paradigm. So I am urging, if you're Will Smith or anybody in his group watches my videos, because I know a lot of celebrities do watch my videos, I urge them to go tell Will Smith to go contact Dr. Robert Glover, because going to some rehab center is not going to help him. He needs to go to a specialist like Dr. Robert Glover, and he needs to go to the No More Mr. Nice Guy workshops, because those are the workshops that are gonna help him go out here and be able to move his life forward. Now, if you want to learn how to break out of the nice guy or beta male paradigm, you can pick up Dr. Robert Glover's book, No More Mr. Nice Guy, on Amazon.com in paperback and Kindle format. And if you want to learn more about why many men like Will Smith become men in crisis, you can pick up my book, The Man Crisis, on Amazon.com in paperback and Kindle format. You can also find The Man Crisis on Smashwords, the iBook store, and Google Play. And if you want to pick up many of my other men's issues books, which help men break out of parts of that nice guy paradigm or simp paradigm, like Stop Simping, Why Men Don't Need Finance to Get Romance, Manginas, They Look Like Men But They Act Like Ladies, The Misadventures of Captain Save-'em, Stop Simping in the Workplace, and Stop Simping in Cyberspace, you can find all those books on Amazon.com in paperback and Kindle format. You can also find those books on Smashwords, the iBook store, and Google Play. And if you want to see me make more men's issues videos like this, you can donate to my Patreon, my PayPal, or my Cash App by clicking the links in the description box. That's all I have to say for this video. You can comment, rate, and subscribe. Now available for the first time on Google Play, The Man Crisis. Learn why so many men are falling apart in an increasingly gynocentric world in The Man Crisis. Get your copy on Google Play today.